On the night of June 15th, District Attorney General Dan Armstrong called in the TBI to help with the search for Summer Wells in the Beach Creek community. Now, as the 10-month mark is approaching, his role is looking ahead to the possibility of charges.
It's a case that has implications of the legal system and the law, but you couldn't classify it right now as there's no criminal charges been filed. This is a very complicated issue that has been made more complicated by the players in this drama.
All right, guys. Well, there you have it. In the Summer Wells case, that is the District Attorney, Dan Armstrong, making some statements about the Summer Wells investigation. So, going back, analyzing a lot of stuff in the Summer Wells case. The District Attorney interview is what is really standing out to me in this entire investigation. The fact that he says that it does have implications involving the law and the legal system tells me that they know what happened, or they're pretty sure they know what happened. Because why would he say, well, yeah, it's got implications of the legal system and the law? Why would he say that if they didn't know, right? They know what happened. And the other thing, too, is when he talks about the players being involved in all the drama, they know who they're looking at, too, right? They know who they're looking at. And the third thing is, when Dawn Wells was in jail, WJHL or one of these news stations done an interview with Detective Pruitt, and Pruitt said, Mr. Wells knows that anytime he wants to come and talk to me, he can make it known, and I'll get to him as soon as I can. Right? Now, he didn't mention anybody else's name. We've not heard Detective Pruitt or law enforcement, any law enforcement for that matter, mention anybody's name in this investigation as far as police wanting to talk to them publicly, right? Now, we've heard police say, Dawn and Candace are no longer cooperating. And we've heard Detective Pruitt say, hey, if he decides he wants to talk to me, he's always welcome. All he's got to do is let it be known, and I'll get to him as soon as I can. That tells me that they're still interested in talking to Dawn. I think they're still interested in talking to Dawn and Candace and possibly Grandis. They know by the district attorney saying that the players involved, they know. And I also think they know pretty much what happened. Now, the big question is, what are they waiting on? Right? Because they said later on, the district attorney said later on in the news interview that if it came to possible charges and arrest, he said something about all that. And my question is, how do we get to where we're at now to charges, making some arrests, and having a successful prosecution? How do we get to that? How do we get to charges, arrests, and a successful prosecution? We do not want another Casey Anthony verdict, right? We all know what happened in the Casey Anthony trial. We don't want another one of those verdicts. What are they waiting on? What is it going to take? Like, if they know who they're looking at, and if they pretty much know what happened, right? They just don't know where Summer Wells is. I mean, is it that they need Summer Wells to complete the entire thing? You know, I hope not, because what if she's never found, right? If that's what's needed, and she's never found, does that mean there will never be any justice for Summer? It possibly does mean that. Anything's possible, but you know, guys, what is actually needed to get charges, you know, make a couple arrests and get a successful prosecution? Only they know, because they know. I'm under the opinion that they pretty much know what happened by the way he's talking about. Well, it has implications of the legal system and the law. I mean, why else would he say it if he didn't know kind of what happened, right? And by him saying, you know, about the players involved, they know who they're looking at. They know exactly who they're looking at. So what is it going to take, guys, to get this from where we're at now to charges and arrest and a successful prosecution? Because you can have the charges and arrest all day long, but if you don't get a successful prosecution, then it's just all for nothing, and they walk, just like Casey Anthony. And you know, 10 years later, they're out there having the time of their life like Casey Anthony. So, you know, just wanted to bring that to you. You know, been thinking about the Summer Wells case, reanalyzing everything, and now that, I mean, I do believe that they pretty much know what happened. I do believe when the public information officer for the TBI, Leslie Earhart, when she said it is not cold, you know, I believe them now. But it's just, what's it going to take to bring forth charges and a successful prosecution? You know, what's it going to take, guys? That's my big question. What's it going to take? Only they know, because they, you know, we don't have the information that they have that lead them to saying, yeah, it's got implications of the legal system and the law. We don't have whatever it is that causes the district attorney to say that. They got something, or else he wouldn't say that. We don't know what they know about certain individuals for them to say, well, the players involved, right? They've got specific information on people for him to say and mention the players involved. Wouldn't you love to know? Wouldn't you love to be a fly on the wall? Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Still on it, still analyzing it 3 years later. So, yeah, what's it going to take to get an arrest and a successful prosecution, guys? Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next video.